more social pressures in other areas, but I think
Yeah.
confidence-wise, a lot of times, a lot of them, they get a
Yeah.
lot more, especially when you
Yeah.
compare it to guys. That's why guys
I
are like, I'm crap, I'm a 1. I ask people to submit stories to me, and she probably still gets more messages than I do.
Yeah.
And I get hundreds, bro, per day.
Yeah, bro, I started that, like, J-Schlatt series. I got 500
Mhm,
emails of people telling me they're
mhm,
depressed and wanna end themselves, so I'm like,
mhm,
I'm gonna stop that. Don't blame
mhm.
the girls and tell them to humble themselves and not think of themselves as beautiful. Tell the guys to become confident too.
I think there's definitely something to say for the second half of that comment. I think telling guys not to rate themselves as 1s or see themselves as 1s would be
Mm.
helpful.
I think most of the guys were pretty, like, they're just kinda realistic. You kinda just get told your place in the world, right? Pretty
Yeah.
obvious, alright.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
An 8.5.
Do you think people would agree?
I hope so.
All right, let's see what people have to say, okay? What would you guys rate this girl on a scale of 1 to 10?
What you thinking? I'm thinking maybe like a 7.5. 7.5.
7.5? What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
That's tough. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it humble. I'll say about an 8.
So I give him like a solid, like a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
All right, what would you rate yourself
It's not
on a
a bad
scale of 1 to
rating.
10?
Like a 7 or an 8.
All right, do you think other people would agree with that?
Maybe, but I mean, I'm not really worried about that, but.
I respect that.
I feel like when people do the 1 to 10 system, a lot of times that I've noticed is people put the mean at 7. They don't put the mean at 5.
Yeah, they do.
Like 5
It's
is seen
very
as
funny.
terrible
Yeah.
instead of average.
Because you can't tell someone you're average. You can tell them, oh, you're good. You're like okay. Like
Right.
telling someone
It's
you're
like
average.
the average is 7,
Like imagine you went up to a girl and told her, oh, you look average. She'll be offended rather than.
which
"Hey,
means you're
that's
better
great."
than half the population.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Most people are average. That just is what it is.
Yeah.
Like that is the
That's just how
definition of average.
Yeah, it's the definition of the average, bro.
But it's still offensive for some reason. I don't know.
I'd say like a
Because queens aren't average.
6.
What would you rate your Riz on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd probably say 8.
So you think you could get a guy's number right now?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
I gotta find a guy that's alone. Hey. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Matt.
Matt, I'm Sydney. Nice to meet
Sydney,
you.
Why is he?
Dude, that's an interesting leg positioning right
Yeah.
there.
What is going on?
Mid squat.
Gee.
Can I get your
Gotta get
phone
a
number?
PR.
No, probably not.
Why not? Hey.
That looks so set up. I don't know what the heck was that.
That's so weird because
Or maybe
first of
the
all, let me
guy was
say
just
something.
weird. Yeah.
Look, I'm just gonna spit reality right now. If that girl went up to 98% of guys not in relationships, and maybe some that are, asked for their number, they would say yes. I don't care the circumstance. I don't care if she said the weirdest thing ever. I don't care if she said, I have an axe in my car, I'm gonna beat you over the head with it. Can I have your number? They'd still give it to her.
I'm not actually
yes.
sure about that. Maybe in the West, but over here, not really.
I can only speak for the United States. That's all I
Yeah,
can speak.
in the rest of the world, people actually have self-respect. Like, people will
Nope.
not give out their number to strangers. They'll be like, well, I don't know you, so leave me alone. So, like,
Yeah.
the approaching strangers is a thing that only happens in, like, the US, the UK, or whatever.
You can never do a cold approach. That is
Yeah.
the scariest thing ever. I need
Yeah.
some like setting or introduction. Like cold approach scares me.
My name's Damon. How are you?
Good. How are you? My name's Sydney. Can I get your number?
You want to?
Yeah.
All right, here's my number.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you too. Have a good night.
So why did you give her your number?
She's cute and she's in school, so I mean, she came up to me. It's really cool. So I mean, not most girls do that.
That's awesome.
That is
How
true.
easy was it to get his number?
That's true.
I'd
about
say
the
his
dynamics
approach
that
was really
girls-
good.
if
Like
you
I
want-
was confident going into asking him for his number, and so I felt comfortable.
That's awesome. You made her feel comfortable. That's awesome, bro.
If a girl goes in, bro, you got a so high chance of doing that because no girls ever make the first move.
Oh yeah, that's
Girl makes the
just
first move.
universal. That's like if a girl approaches
That's
someone,
also-
you just
yeah.
have a higher chance than if a guy approaches somebody.
It's like 10x higher. Like it's not like a few points like margin. It's like 10x higher.
Well, that is society. Women are the pickers and choosers. So
You could get a girl's number right now.
I bet you I could. The reason I got W Riz is because I got that southern charm. Can I get your number?
Oh god.
Hey, nice to meet you. My name's Griffin. I go to Wake Forest University, right? I was wondering if I could copy your number. Give me a reason to come back to UGA.
I don't even go to school here.
Where do you go?
I go to Athens Tech.
Hey, Athens Tech, honestly, better than UGA. Give me a reason to come back to Athens Tech. Can I copy your number?
I guess so.
Guess so?
But I probably won't answer.
Chill.
To be honest.
To be
I'm
honest.
not gonna lie to you.
That's a dub. Dub for Griffin.
well, he did get the number.
It's better than the last one. I really hope we find the last one. The last one's a little tough. I'm not gonna lie, because this is a redemption one for him. He had one before where he had top comment was Jeffrey Dahmer type Riz.
Wake Forest University, baby.
What would you rate his Riz on a scale of 1 to 10?
3.
Why 3?
Because he was just like, give me a reason to come back, but I don't even go to school here, so I don't care.
Then
Yeah, I
why
got
did you give him your number?
That's being nice.
Charity work,
How easy?
bro.
I would rather her say no at this point than be like, yeah, there's some charity work.
I never get the concept of going up to random people. If you just pick your partner based on how they look, it's just the dumbest concept to me. How are you just okay with approaching random people? I don't. To strike up a conversation, that's fine. Like you can, I don't know, get your boredom out of the way. But like having a relationship, I mean, that's one way to start. You know, as you said, if a girl approaches a guy, they just all say yes. Like, what the hell is that? Is that really all it takes? People are that easy.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of like relationships, a lot of them won't work if there isn't some level of attraction in the beginning. That's just that's just kind of like how we've evolved into it. I mean, obviously, if your relationship is just based on someone how someone looks, you're going to be in the 50% divorce rate like statistic most likely. Yeah, but the cold approach, man, scares me, dude. Like scares me. I can't get behind that.
Yeah, I would be fine cold approaching, but now I'm not fine just because I feel like I could be recorded and put on the internet, and I'm a figure now. So what if I approach someone and then somebody is recording like, oh, Pegasus exposed, like, bro,
Yeah,
no
the
shot.
funny thing for me though is like people commented like, oh, it took me 7 times watching this channel to realize that Connor is on the Connor Pugs channel. Like,
Yeah.
people just don't even realize it's me. I've done a face reveal twice and they didn't realize. I'm gonna do it again, guys. I'm gonna face reveal again and get 100K again.
Just
dude.
generic.
Face reveal until you guys realize who I am.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 6?
A 6? Do you think other people would agree?
Yes. I think so.
All right, let's
I think she's a
Insanely
6. I don't know. I feel like we have a different barometer, but okay.
Yeah, no, we probably do. I
Yeah.
think she's much higher than. I think she's higher than a 6, but I think that it's very smart to rate yourself.
Yeah,
a
maybe
6, 'cause
maybe
you
I
have
got
a
a
good-
defective system. I don't know.
let's see. What would you rate this girl on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd give her a solid 6.
See, look, it's a 6. I swear.
Okay, that guy is undershooting.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm also generous. I put my mean at like 7 because I'm an idiot, but I don't know how math works.
Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10.
Personally, rate myself a 6.
A 6? Do you think other people would agree?
Yes.
All right, let's see. What would you rate this guy on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 3.
A 3?
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
That's little, bro.
She's ruthless.
I don't think that guy's a 3. I mean,
He's a 6. I think he's a 6. You take an average guy and you take an average girl. Everybody's gonna say the average girl is a 9 out of 10 and the average guy is like a 6 out of 10. But I equalize it. I'm like, okay, you're both average, so I'm like both 6.
yeah,
All right.
this just equalizes all.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
8.
8? Do you think other people would agree?
Yes.
All right, let's see. What would you rate this girl on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 0.
All right, that's a bit.
0?
they're chilling.
Okay.
They're joking. They're joking.
I'd assume so because I'm like, what?
Nah,
Am I just generous or?
they're just.
I-
I give it 8.5. She posed for the picture.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
8.5.
What do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd miss out a 7.
7? All right, let's see what people say. What would you rate this guy on
7
a
is the
scale of
most
1 to
common
10?
answer. from all people.
3.
All right, what would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
Myself?
Yourself.
Probably 8 or 9.
8 or 9? All right, let's see. Yo, what do you guys rate this girl on a scale of 1 to 10?
8.5.
8.5? All right, what would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
Solid 8.
Do you think other people would agree?
Oh, yeah.
8 is like, I mean, that's 8th percentile. Like that's just, even if you do believe it, you got to realize that since people have such range in their opinions, that just ranking yourself that high is it's hard. It's
I
hard,
would
right?
argue also if you're a 6 and you believe you're a 10, maybe that bumps you up to an 8 just because maybe you're more confident in the way you approach people. But it
But
could
you
also
can't see the
bump you
confidence
down.
in these photos.
It could
The
also
thing is, you can't see the confidence in the photos.
Yeah.
But confidence 100% in like interaction, but just like ranked off like No way. You can't give an answer that isn't even real. You can only lose.
That's asking to get roasted in the comments.
There's like studies that come out of dating app websites because they have a ton of data. It's really interesting because like with dating apps, they don't admit this, but I do truly believe that they have an ELO score for each individual based on swipe left and right. From that, they're able to figure out who is objectively a 10 based on the photos they've submitted and the user behavior, who is a 1 and the range in between. So they've actually matched up guy and girl 1 to 10, 1 to 10. And there is very clearly like, it's like 2 to 10 girls will only be with like guys 7 and up. And the guys 6 and below are just like not even in the picture. Like it's not proportional. It's not like 10 to 10.
Well, there's like 80% of women go for the top 1% men.
I don't know those debates, but
I mean, it's pretty obvious. I don't disagree with that. It's relatively fair. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's like 1% go for anything else, whatever, but it's evolutionary, I think, because like obviously you want to your partner to take care of them, whatever, because they're just competing. I don't know.
What are you going to 7? 7? What are you going to 7? 5. What are you going to 7?
My personality is good. I'm calling cap on that. I will take off this guy's cap, put it on her. My personality is good. No shot.
I will say though, I have to give her a little bit of credit because she said I feel confident in myself, but I'm gonna give myself a 7.5 instead of saying I'm confident in myself. I'm giving myself an 11 out of 10. So maybe you know what? I don't have a
take your 7.5 and demote you to a 6.5 because of the way you said the personality.
That score is brutal, but maybe it's more true than mine.
It's just facts. I only speak facts. Take it or leave it.
That personality will get me going.
What would you rate this girl on a scale of 1 to 10?
You better be careful.
I'm gonna give her about a 2, honestly.
That's real. Chill, dude. Who is in the bottom 20th percentile? Have you seen the distribution? I don't know.
I don't think they're calculating that in their head when they answer this. I think it's a spur of the moment thing, but yeah.
Nerd, but
Yeah.
That is cap. I mean, I'm saying that's like all people obviously. Yeah, a lot of people trying to say a lot of people like girls. There is a beauty standard. Was it blue eyes, blonde hair, pale skin? That is the beauty standard. What is he? It's like a girl guy is ready to answer. And surprisingly, they're all like above average looking. Like I don't know.
Like low, chill, dude. Wow, dude.
Let's go. Like I'll be.
Actually,
Well, that's just illusion right there.
I feel like he's trolling a bit. I find myself saying that guys are trolling when they say they're 10.
No, he was not trolling. I'm not discriminating like girls or guys. I'm telling by their tone.
This guy on a scale of 1 to 10.
Like 7.5.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
This is why you will never improve because your friends are constantly validating you. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I get? I get a bunch of comments saying mega sus. You suck ass. All right. But come on. I got to improve.
Yeah. I got one person.
Perpetual hate comment.
Yeah. You're I
got like 50 people mad at me every time I say a factual statement that people don't like. Okay. And like every video.
I think you're better than
Yeah. This is cringe.
Game.
I do.
So you can guys do it right now.
I feel as that.
Why are you talking like Shakespeare, bro? I feel as though, like, bro.
Hey, I have a question. It's everywhere I can do it. You guys, please. I'm Valerie. Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from Savannah, Georgia. What about you?
I'm from Marietta, Georgia.
Okay.
She's decent in conversation.
Oh, yes.
Nice to meet you.
She's nice. I like her. She's nice.
I'll give her 7. Why is that? She's sweet. How do you guys?
I'm feeling so lovely. How do you conversation about where we're from? What is that?
I'm gonna give her an 8 because she's sweet.
They're selling rational.
What do you rate yourself?
Like a 7.
So you think you guys know right now? I just find what you do.
Excuse me. Can I get your phone number?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, perfect. What's your name? Max. Nice to meet you, Max.
This is so stuff because you come up with a mic. Like, come on.
Yeah, I can see why they don't have the mic in future videos like this because it completely changes the situation from trying to get your number like naturally to you're on TV, my friend. You better say yes. I swear that's
And I just realized how like everybody's like willing to be stopped in the road street when they're going to their destination. Whatever. I guess I never reality in my life. I'm never like idle ever. I'm always doing something. So you stop me, I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'm leaving now. I gotta do something. So I don't know.
Copy your phone number in. He put just his name in.
What do you rate yourself? 8.5. Why 8.5? She's gorgeous. She got style. Okay.
She's gorgeous. That's
really unfortunate when they realize it's just a guy. She's probably not called through.
Apparently, the son's only her name.
Yeah. I mean, I laughed too hard. I probably just write the wrong name for my friend also.
I say bye. What are you doing for me like this?
I do YouTube videos.
Exactly. I got a bunch of people watching me. I've dedicated my existence to them. Come on.
What? How easy was it to get his number?
Easy, I just asked.
I mean, I usually hard to get like she's beautiful. So her looking gives all receipt. Of course.
They don't even have to try, bro. Just exist. What the heck is this? Too easy. People have it too easy.
People got the RNG luck, bro. I don't know what to say.
How easy do you think it is to get a guy's number down here?
Pretty easy.
What would you rate your result on?
Okay, now you find someone. Okay, let me see. Excuse me, can I get your number? Yeah, okay.
He knows. He knows.
Yeah,
He knows.
I'm true.
What? She got it. She got it.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
What would you rate your result on?
Let's go to 8.5.
Why 8.5?
I don't know if you can up a list. What do you want to say? Like, normal, like, can I get something?
So you got confidence. How easy was it to get his
That's
number?
pretty easy. That's a little bit.
Easy. Why would I
I have no idea.
You're saying like other stuff, but
Maybe she's saying he's too easy, so he needs to be harder or whatever. But he said he's the only one for the video because this is probably prank.
What would you rate yourself on?
On 10.
You think that would be?
Of course.
What would you rate yourself
How
on?
insane did you have to be, bro?
you got high ranking from most people, but to say like, oh, 10.
I sense zero sarcasm from my voice. I don't know. Maybe I'm sarcastic. Maybe I'm just delusional, but that sounded completely real to me. What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would get 10. Everyone else would say that 10 too.
Incredible. I agree. Good job. I'm gonna revamp my answer. I would be 1 out of 10, but I'm a billionaire, so that would bump me up to 3. I'm also giga famous, so that would bump me up to a 6. I'll give 10, so maybe in like 2 years I'll get a 6.5.
On the more Pegasus channel.
Oh yeah, I'll get 10 out of 10. I'm sorry guys. If you're a viewer, a subscriber, more Pegasus, if you smash like this video, you're a 10 out of 10. And I ain't capping. All right, bye bye.